guys, welcome back. I'm glad to have you here. Today, let's talk totes. So I have 7-ish totes in my collection. To me, they all serve a different function, or they have different features about them that make them stand out, except for like maybe 2 of them, but we'll get to that. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Estee, because you guys have seen this one. And to me, this really compares to like the Neverfull. It can be worn like this. It's the Neverfull, the Celine, I would say the Neverfull MM. I saw it compared to that. So I think it's a really good comparison for that. The biggest difference is it has a pocket here and a pocket here on the outside, which makes it so functional. And then also you do have on the inside these 2 clasps on either side that will hold those inner wings in, and it becomes more like a rectangular type of bag. And then another awesome thing is that it has these 2 pockets on each side that are huge. So you can carry so much in that. So there's the Estee. My next tote that I have in my collection, I would say, is like the Twisted Vintage tote is a good one to jump to, because comparatively it's a little bit bigger than the Estee, but it also just has one big open pocket, like open slot compartment, whatever you want to call it. There are no pockets. Something that I don't love about this one is that the sides here of this lining, they're not connected to the bag, which can make it to be a little bit like messy, if you know what I mean, on the inside of the bag. It's just not as like structured, which is good to have a good smushy tote. Sometimes there's some type of clasps or something in there. I've used this for travel. I think it's a great carry-on. It's really durable. It is upcycled Louis Vuitton canvas, and then they pair it with a leather, and all the interiors are all different. You can find them over on Instagram at Twisted Vintage. I'll try to link them down below if I can get to that pretty easily. The next one in my collection is the medium Longchamp in the paper color. I just kind of did a video on this, I believe. It's such a great bag. And I also have it in a large and black. This, you guys know, I carry as a like gym bag. And this one I carry more as like an everyday type of bag. I have been looking for the paper color forever. I was looking on Mercari and Poshmark and all that, and all of them were just so beaten up that I did not want to pay the money that these people wanted, because it wasn't a color that was on the site for a long time for a really beat up bag. So I just waited, and here she is. I got a brand new from Longchamp. So this thing is what I'm carrying right now, and it holds, you get it, it holds so much in there. But I would encourage you to get like an organizer if you don't like stuff just falling all over the place, because it is just one big compartment. Same for the large size. However, because I carry it for the gym, I don't really need to be all that organized, though I have thought about getting some type of like just liner organizer. But I carry some pouches in here with like first aid. I've got my gloves, but it is, because it's black, it's a very dark hole, so things can get lost. I also have my beats in there. So those are easy to find, but kind of finding like the gloves, like the lifting gloves and a couple other things are a little bit harder in that bag because it's such a dark color. So I may look on Amazon and see what I can find. I used to have one, I may still have one, type of organizer that I could put in there that allows it to still slouch, but gives some of the stuff in there some organization. And I would say that same for the medium. So the next couple bags I have, they're called the Shopper Tote, and they are by Rough Tumble. And I have one in black canvas and this like gray canvas, like oak, I think is what they call it. And that has the Fable pockets on the sides. Both sides have a pocket on it, and they have that cute rabbit. And then this is the Pups on Parade. And I just thought that was so cute. Oh, okay. I just thought that was so cute. You guys know I love my dog and I love dogs. And so when we open this up, let me open this one up so you can see the interior here. It actually has a pocket on the side here and a pocket over here made out of like a whiskey colored canvas. And I like this one because I don't know if somebody made it, like customed it like this, or actually bought it on the site as like a limited run, but it has this like cool orangey red key leash on it. And it was a limited run, so nobody customed it, but it was limited. You can see that it says Rough & Tumble Limited, and it was in the 21-22 season, 2021 and 2022 season that they did this. And I think these, they're so great for a lot of things. They can carry packages to the post office for me when I'm buying and selling purses. I have actually taken them to the grocery store and used them as like grocery bags. Really, really durable, and they hold a ton. Also, just in case I didn't mention this before, these side these side pieces of fabric are actually pockets on the outside. And then, like I said, there's the pockets on the inside, which this one is so unique because I love those whiskey canvas pockets. And I think this is the last like tote that I have in my collection. I went and looked and I think this is it, is the Treki, also by Rough Tumble. Now, this one I did an in search of in the Facebook groups for a shopper with the poinsettia pockets. Nobody had one, or nobody had one that they wanted to give up because the shopper totes are so good. So somebody did offer me this. It's the Treki, it's the large Treki. And I was like, why not try something different, right? So this one actually has 2 pockets on the front and also 2 pockets on the back. And I really, really liked this poinsettia fabric because look at that gold like leafing. It's so, so beautiful. And then when you open it up, again, it's just one big large compartment and it has a pocket over here and a pocket over here. And when I look and see, this was also a limited in 2021 and 2022. It says limited right there in white lettering. And this one comes with a gold key leash, which I thought, again, just so pretty, so unique. You know, you don't have to keep it with that bag. You can actually take it out of that bag and use it in something else. I actually don't use the key leashes that often, but there are people that absolutely love those. I use them to either like hold my AirPods because I'm like irrationally afraid that my AirPods are just gonna like fall out of my bag. I'm not gonna hear them hit the ground and they'll be lost forever. So it's just, it brings me a peace of mind to have that if you have hand sanitizer or a little pouch that you want to clip on there, your car keys, whatever you find it useful for, they can be of use. I just want to say that that fear is not that irrational because I've gotten out of my car before and stuff on my lap has fallen out because I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted with the dog and my own thoughts and whatever, and it fell on the ground for me to, let's say it was my phone, to get up to where I was going and realize that I don't have my phone and I had to walk all the way back to the car. And sure enough, there it is laying on the ground. Thankfully, it was still laying on the ground. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like irrational, not irrational, but I digress. That is the last tote in my collection. This, I'm gonna be real straightforward with you guys. I haven't used this one yet. The shopper tote I got and I used, it just, that holds so much and it's not like huge. This one is quite big. You can see comparatively, you can get this to stand out a little bit. You can see that it's a little bit like wider. The shopper, I think they're about the same size in the width here, but overall, like the handle drop seems about the same. It's so weird because it's like basically the same shape and almost the same bag. It's just a little bit wider. You can see it's just a little bit wider, the Treki, but I mean, they both serve similar purposes. Do I need them all? No. I haven't reached for the Treki. Is that something that I may sell in the future? Possibly, because I don't let things just sit if they're not like being used at some point. Kind of like that 90-90 rule. If you haven't used it in the last 90 days and you don't see yourself using it in the next 90 days, or you give it 90 more days and you don't reach for it to use it, it goes. So that's my tote collection. Something I said in the Estee video was I've considered getting another Estee, and I have still considered getting another one because it is so great. I haven't decided what color I would get. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get one, but just kind of putting it out there that like the Estee has become my like favorite leather tote bag. It's just so beautiful. So you know what I'll do is in the description box down below, I will put the dimensions as best I can of these different totes so that you can kind of see the different dimensions. I didn't have them all written down. I just wanted to do kind of a show you like what it looks like. So I can show you what they each look like on me. I'm 5'3" for reference, and then that'll be the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was just kind of a fun video for me to see kind of what I have and what I use. So what is your favorite tote that you have in your collection or that you used to have in your collection, and why? Tell me down in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Guys, let's talk again. It's just, it's hard to get these. They're so floppy. A small Longchamp, and the one that I have prior to that is the, yeah, 2001. Ah, that's a better comparison.